Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we discovered a bug inside Juan's room. So something was going on. I think we were still... Do we have something to present to Gumshoe? Or we need to talk? Okay, talk. Okay. So this tiny thing is a camera. Yup, it's pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery which comes with in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. Tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. Spy camera added to the court record. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. So it was running at the time of the murder. Alright, can I just... 8:15, okay. So it was intentionally set to run at the time of the murder. So someone had to have known what was going to happen there. So what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage to the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yup. Let's see, this looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m., that was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I'd guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera got the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Oh, it's like, yeah, I mean, I assume that's where they were going with it, but I hadn't thought about that. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits data. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want that. So there's a camera in this bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Kurita this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? The spy camera was set in its right eye, found in the victim's room. I got it. What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. But it's my evidence. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around to the electronic shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Gumshoe. I like it better when my investigation doesn't entirely hinge on you. Just saying. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ugh.
You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now.
Edgeworth, what are you doing here?
Your rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time.
I see. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You're one lucky man, right?
Eh?
Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here.
What? So it should be easy to figure out.
The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking down how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really? Well, I guess so.
It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you'll have other things you have to do.
Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. What?
See you soon, Wright.
All my evidence. But wait.
What?
Why are you doing this?
I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Carita?
The real killer.
Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews?
To be honest, I don't know anymore.
You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright, and everything begins with the truth.
Interesting. Juan Carita's real killer. Miss Andrews passed. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. Ingard. And this card, Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. As you said, all I can do now is find the truth. Oh, that was it. Oops. Save in this slot. Okay, Gatewater Hotel. Oh, okay, that just kind of breaks it up. That's nice. Maybe if I know it's gonna do that, I'll try to like, because conceivably I could have gotten that into 2 videos, so maybe I'll try and see how it goes. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. The real killer. So the real person who killed Mr. Carita was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? You mean who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Who could have hired this assassin? Do you think it was Ms. Andrews? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? But if Ms. Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. Matt Engard himself. This is kinda where I'm leading. But I still have questions about that. If Mr. Engard really did hire the assassin, then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Engard, right? I mean, when we first talked to him... One question, did you kill Mr. Juan Carita? I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Carita. Well, if he hired someone, it's technically not a lie. I didn't see any psych locks at that time. Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. What? So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Okay, Mr. Engard's secret. What is the secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Kurita was going to reveal the secret. That means Mr. Engard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Kurita silenced. That's really all I have at this point. It doesn't seem like there's any actual evidence that suggests that Matt is the killer, but there is a motive. Sort of. We assume. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Engard. There's no way around it now. Can I go back? Oh, I thought visiting hours were over. Oh. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already, but we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of the secret Mr. Kurita held about Mr. Engard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. Those are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Okay, let's move on. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, good. It's you. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is that nothing has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth. Interesting. Okay, I thought that Gumshoe was trying to pull one over. I guess I should have realized that he didn't really think that far ahead. Oh, and he said...
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Ugh, gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. Okay. Tell me things. Just tell me things. Oh, this is absolutely top secret, so you better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know, it was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Nope. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita. I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. Okay, Juan and Adrian? So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Ooh. Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita? Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... What? What? yeah, there is this whole thing with Celeste that I feel like is very unresolved. Why did Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? That is not in the magazine, unfortunately. Let me see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. Terrible. Something about that stinks. I wonder what happened between those two. Do I have any questions for you? I feel like I don't. Yeah. Please stop. I don't want to know. What can you tell me? The butler of Engard Mansion, but for some reason I get the feeling we've met before. You think? I don't have anything to say about the okay. Nah. Yes. Okay, tell me. We already asked about Andrews. Alright, I don't have anything. Let's go back to the lobby. That night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Ugh. This is all the same stuff. Why did they get... Oh, because it's like kind of a new... It seemed like they're treating it like a new day. Seats for spectators. We saw all this. Cameras. Alright. Let's move on. And go to the... Go here. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where is the lettuce? I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. Guess a lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Nothing? Alright. Detention center. Oh yeah, no, we needed to go there. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. Engard tonight. But... Isn't what we have to ask very important? Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Ow. Sure. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? I love that they let a lawyer and a little girl in here after 9 o'clock. Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Engard case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. What? I've already called them, so they know. Go on, talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. That's not great. That's not great. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Oh! Oh, boy. Ah! I wonder if I only get one or the other. I don't want to just pick one on the assumption that I'm going to get to talk to them both. But I also don't want to waste a lot of time in case I do. So I think I'm going to go with Matt because we need to figure out what his secret is. And as far as I can tell, Adrian doesn't have a clue. I legitimately think she doesn't know. So, I'm going to choose Matt and hope this does not come back to bite me. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Carita was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard. What's wrong? Mr. Engard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful it would destroy Matt's career. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Oh, here come the Cyclops. Oh boy. I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. Cyclops. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Okay, tell me about Juan and Adrian. Did you know about Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. And I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look how many times I had to tell you. I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Carita. Her mentor was Mr. Carita's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it kind of pea, like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? Oh, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. No, you didn't. You're feeding information. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. Engard, are you connected to Miss Impax's suicide in some way? Yes. Okay. First things first. Let's see what we got to deal with here. Yep, okay. We got this. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Carita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night. I can't even begin to guess what this is. Paid attention. What? I don't think I have any evidence that would suggest that. Alright. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and try to gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, we'll hold up. You know what I bet it is? And we don't have? I'm wondering if the all the surveillance stuff is going to get tracked back to him, and that's what we're going to present? Because that would be a pretty big sign that he was paying attention, and I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if Matt had done that. That way, he was kind of my first guess about who sent the bear. I feel like I made a mistake. Boy. Can I talk to... Nope. Oh, wait. Tell me about this person. He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion. Pearl! No! Oh, yeah, yes, that's right. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me. Ah, pearls! No, we could have totally got him floundering there. Mr. Engard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. Yeah, I think I probably should have talked to Adrian instead. To the office. To the... hotel. To the hall. Have anything else to say to you? Nope. Hallway. Rita's room. Nothing here. Wow, there are a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector. Yeah, alright. I wanted that bear specifically. I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. I wonder if that matters. Poor teddies. Oh, good God. Meh. Back to the hallway. Back to the hall. Back to the lobby. Criminal affairs? I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Mr. Powers, what happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? No, I'm gonna testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago when I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Poor Will. Yeah, we'll just talk to him. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Miss McMaya and myself are your only two allies in the whole world, but it's alright. Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? This is going to do a lot to damage Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He always say it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! Ow! Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him. His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly kind of energetic? I don't know what to make of that. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? I mean, you're a celebrity. A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about the other stars around me as things happen. Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impacts? We heard something about how her wedding was canceled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Come on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Sure. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Kurita? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. Truly insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Kurita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. Wait a second. I'm wondering, could she also have been talking about either the killer or Engard? Because he just said there was only one woman who wouldn't swoon over him, and it was Adrian, not Celeste. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that, but I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Oh, so I wonder if I can go back and see Adrian at this point. I think that's where we're going to call it an episode, though. I'm hoping we can finish up the investigation in the next episode. But we'll see how it goes. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.